Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the session, guys. Hello, Sujata. Hi, Abhay. Hello, Devdeep. Hello, Anurag. Hi, guys. Good evening. Welcome to the session, guys. A very good evening to all of you. Hello, Anurag. A warm welcome to all of you, guys. A warm welcome to the last session that we are having today. Hi, Jayashri. Hello, Smriti. Hello, Harshita. Hello, Akansha. Hello, Abhay. Hi, Seema. Bharat Dinima, Anushka, Kavin, Anurag, Shweta Muskan, Deepak Sikandar. Hi and hello, guys. Hi and hello to each one of you. Welcome to the session, guys. A warm welcome to all of you. I hope that you guys are studying well. I hope that you guys are preparing well for your upcoming exams, right? All your preparations are going well, right? Okay, guys. So we are starting our session today, and this is going to be our last session. Okay. And what we are going to deal today is that we are going to take certain questions that were asked in your board examination. All right. So we'll be working on some of the questions that were asked earlier, right? Okay, guys. So here we go. We are coming to our first question, which says Patol Babu film star by Satyajit Ray emphasizes the valuable contribution of a mentor in changing a negative mindset into a positive one. Describe how Mr. Prakarashi advice helped Patol Babu in performing his role. So this was the question that was asked in the year 2018 in set 3. All right. So the answer to this question is, see guys, how are you going to answer in your examination? Whenever a question is asked, normally what students do is that they write anything, as in that they write the entire summary of a given chapter. You guys are not supposed to do this way. Whatever is being asked, here what is being asked is that what exactly was the contribution of a mentor in changing the negative mindset, as in changing from negative into positive. So your answer should be very precise and it should directly hit the question itself. All right, guys. So here, what does it say? Mr. Prakarashi was Patol Babu's mentor, right? He said, remember one thing. So what do we find in this answer is that I've quoted the entire line from the given chapter. And what is that line? He said, remember one thing, Patol, however small a part you are offered, never consider it beneath your dignity to accept it. So this was the advice that was given by him. These words influenced Patol Babu a lot and they helped him enact his role with confidence and determination. Right? From these words, Patol Babu drew spirit, energy, inspiration, and dignity. So, whatever words you are choosing to write and answer, they should be very nice. As in, you're not supposed to use very much sophisticated words, and neither you're going to use very easy words. Words should be such that it is easily understandable by the teacher, whosoever is checking it. Just do not go into the sophistication, just as in that you want to impress your teacher and you're writing anything which doesn't even fit in the context. So be very precise, use a normal language while you are answering. And if you can quote a particular sentence that is used by the character in the given chapter, then that would enhance the quality of your answer. And for that, you are supposed to read the chapter properly. This is very important from your board's point of view, that you are supposed to read the entire chapter correctly. All right, guys? I hope that this is actually making some sense to all of you. So Patol Babu drew spirit, energy, inspiration, and dignity to enact such a small role. He no more felt his role in the movie to be condescending. Okay, so what do we find is that he was given a as in a very trivial role when he was being asked by his neighbor, right? So what the role was that he had only a dialogue which was the word "oh." So he didn't take it just like that. He was actually full of spirits in order to act that. He had even reached on the venue on time. So he didn't think that this is something really small I cannot do. Okay, guys? I hope, is it making sense to each one of you? I hope that this is making sense, guys. Now we are moving to the next question. All right. Arjun, the thing is that you will have to write the name of the author, in the sense is that you will have to mention the name of the writer of that particular chapter if it is ours. But yes, in some of the chapters, if you say that the author has made a point, for example, in certain chapters, it happens that the narrator's name is given, as in that it's not about the narrator, as in it is the voice of a narrator basically. So in that case, what you are supposed to do is that you are basically supposed to mention the name of the writer. In that case, you will fetch good marks. Okay. So now we are moving ahead. I hope that the chapter Patol Babu is clear to each one of you. Now we are moving to the another question, which says, time humbles even the greatest of the great. One should cultivate the quality of humility. Describe how time has reduced the mighty Ozymandias to nothing. This was also the question that was asked in your question paper of 2018 in set 3. All right. Okay, so what exactly should be the answer over here? After reading the poem, we picture Ozymandias as an arrogant and ambitious king. He was an arrogant and ambitious king, and it is exactly given in your chapter. Ozymandias considers himself to be the best king ever. He was confident that his power and greatness were incomparable. So, whenever we are talking about any character, if you're talking about any of the characters in a given answer, so it is very important. The first important thing is that you should actually highlight about his or her important qualities, as in about his or her characteristic traits. Okay, this is one of the criterias when you're framing the answer in relation to the character of a particular chapter. Okay, guys. He wanted to boast about his achievements and glory and thought of leaving a mark in the form of a grand statue. So, what exactly was the thing? That he was such an arrogant person that he wanted to leave his impression on the world. So, that is why he wanted to build a grand statue. His pride and passion are evident in the inscription of the pedestal where he introduces himself as the king of the kings. This is important, that what exactly is being inscribed on his statue. It is that he introduces himself as the king of kings. All right. Just remember this. This is important from your examination point of view. All right. Ozymandias' soaring ambition was reduced to nothing because nothing in the world is permanent. This is what exactly is given in your poem, right? Even though he was a great king once, but with passing time, his glory faded. Even the statue is not in its proper condition now. Okay. The grand statue built to signify his greatness was also shattered into pieces. So his entire passion, as in his entire arrogance and the pride, has now been shattered to pieces. Thus, no one remembers how great he was. So, what exactly was the question? The question was talking about the humility. That is, time humbles even the greatest of the great. One should cultivate the quality of humility. He didn't have any kind of humility in him. So, that is why he was shattered, as in, even his statue shattered later on. Okay, guys. Now we are moving to the next question. Okay, so the next question says, read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. But speak all good you can devise of Caesar and say you do it by our permission. First, identify the speaker. Second, who is being granted permission. Third, who is the speaker afraid of? And the fourth one is, what opinion do you form of the speaker? This is again a question from 2018 and set 3. So guys, as I have been saying this in our previous sessions, that RTCs, that is reference to context questions, can be asked in your examination, right? In that case, I have been stressing it again and again. From your board's examination point of view, you should be well versed with each and every line that is given in your book, because RTCs will definitely be asked. All right, guys? Absolutely correct, guys. I'm getting correct answers. Tushar, Anushka, Arshad. First one is speaker is Brutus. Very good. Second, Antony is being granted permission over here. All right. And the third is the speaker is afraid that Antony will tell the people about Caesar's death and will blame Brutus and others involved in Caesar's death. Okay, guys? Yes, I'm getting the correct answer, guys. Very good. And the fourth one is the speaker, that is Brutus, was one of the conspirators who persuaded to plot against Caesar. This is very much clear in the drama, right? From the lines, he seems to be very shrewd and cunning, as he took the advantage of his friend's trust and faith and played the lead role in his death. So here, what do we have done? What opinion do you form of the speaker? So whenever you are asked about the opinion, in that particular case, what you are supposed to write is that you are supposed to write the characteristic traits of that particular character. All right, you are supposed to highlight that what exactly are the characteristic traits of the character that is being asked. All right, guys. So I hope that this drama is clear to each one of you. You guys are well versed with it as well. In this very particular drama, you should be very well aware of which dialogue has been delivered by which character. Okay, guys? Tushar, here the case is that these questions are subjective. These are not MCQ based questions as we have been doing till now. So I have to, in a way, discuss it. But yeah, you can give me your points as well, whatever you have in your mind related to that particular question. Okay? Okay, so now here comes the another question. In this case, you can give me the answer. You must make your public happier. Give them something sharper, snappier. We must aim for better billings. So identify the speaker of the above lines and along with that tell me that from which poem has it been taken. Okay, absolutely correct. Shreya, Satif, Yogita, Dinima, Tushar, absolutely correct. This is Frog. And what exactly? Tell me the correct name of the poem. I want the correct name. Just do not write it just like that. Frog and Nightingale is not the correct name. I need the full name and that to correct. Frog and the Nightingale is not the right name, guys. No, it's not Frog and the Nightingale. Tell me the correct one. Yes, Vaibhavi, you are completely right. The Frog and the Nightingale. Guys, whenever you are asked about the name of a chapter or a poem in your examination, in that case, just do not write in a very casual manner. Okay, you should be very well aware that what exactly is the name of the chapter or the poem. If there is a comma in the name of the poem or if there is an exclamation mark, you should not miss that. Because if you are missing that, you're losing your marks. All right? Yes, absolutely correct, Dinima Rajkumar. Absolutely correct. Okay. So next is who does we refer to? Who does we refer to? We must aim for better billings. Come on. Who does B refers to, guys? We. Frog and Nightingale. Yes, Sandhya, you're right. Yes. Absolutely correct, guys. Frog and Nightingale. Frog and Nightingale. Then here comes your C. What must be done for better billings? So what had to be done for better billings? The term better billings, what does it refer to, guys? Okay, so better billings refers to the amount of business conducted through the concerts at which the Nightingale used to perform. Better billings basically is referring to the concert, right? So what exactly Frog used to do? He was very cunning. He had this in his mind that he wanted to make money, right? Yes, to sing better to public, absolutely correct. To make money, higher earnings, absolutely correct, guys. Better money making. Yes, very good, guys. This is completely correct. So he was a very cunning creature and he wanted to make money. Though he just wanted to get rid of Nightingale as well. But along with that, he also wanted to make his business, right? Okay, yes, profit, absolutely correct. Now we are moving to the next question. What trait of the speaker's character is revealed through the above lines? I have just mentioned it. What trait of the speaker's character? Come on, guys. What trait of the speaker's character is revealed through it? Yeah, that was correct, Anurag. Yes, he was very much cunning. He was manipulative. Yes, Yogita, you're right. Greedy of money, cunning, money-minded, Purvasya, good. Arrogant, Sandhya, yeah, you can say that. Not exactly, we cannot say arrogant. We can basically use the term clever and cunning for him. He wasn't arrogant. He was clever in making money, right? Money-minded, absolutely correct. Okay, guys. So now we are moving ahead. This is one of the important poems from your examination point of view. I hope that this is clear to each one of you. Materialistic, right? Jealous of Nightingale. Very good. Right. Now we are moving ahead. Okay, so we are coming to the question 5, which says, whenever we act against the voice of our conscience, the result is suffering. Explained with reference to the poet's action against the snake and its consequences. Okay, guys, who has written the poem Snake? Come on, what is the answer? Who is the poet of the poem Snake? Opportunist, absolutely correct. Okay, guys, who is the poet of the poem Snake? Spelling of Lawrence is not correct, Denema. You should be very particular about the spellings of the poets. D.H. Lawrence. Okay, guys, you guys are supposed to put dots as well after D and after H. These minute things are important from your examination point of view. Yes, Pravasha, absolutely correct. Do not forget minute things because there you lose marks. Okay? I hope that this is making sense, guys. Okay, so now here we come. What is the question? This was asked in your 2017 in set 3. It says, whenever we act against the voice of our conscience, the result is suffering. Okay, so here the question is that you're supposed to tell about the action which was taken against the snake and its consequences. All right. It is true that whenever we act against our conscience, the result is suffering. The same happened for the poet D.H. Lawrence too. The poet despises himself and calls his sin pettiness. So here again, I've used a term from your poem itself, and I have been saying this. If you're going to use the terms or the phrases directly from the chapter, that is going to put a good impression on your teacher. Okay? Because he feels himself responsible for chasing away the snake with a stick, because he felt that when he had taken the stick, in order, after all the thinking that was going on in his mind, when he had taken the stick, so he thought that basically he is responsible for chasing him away. The three words to describe his action are paltry, vulgar, and mean. In the poem, the poet first treats him like a guest, okay, and calls him like a god. These are the terms that he used. However, later is the same person who chases a snake away with a stick. The poet feels very sorry for his disgraceful, unacceptable, and uncouth behavior and action, and rebuke the voices of education and civilization that has shaped his thoughts and urge him to have chased away the creature. Okay, guys? Yeah, due to the education, Anurag. That is absolutely correct. Very good. Your concepts are really nice. Okay. Okay, guys. So I hope that this poem is also being done by each one of you. It's an easy poem. Just pay attention to the phrases that have been used by the poet itself. Okay. Now we are moving to the next question, which is your question number 6. Okay. So here comes our novel. How did Miss Sullivan help Helen Keller when she was studying at Cambridge School, 2017 set 3? Okay, guys, from your novel's point of view, I had even stated it in the class that I had taken on it, that the characters Helen Keller, Miss Sullivan are actually very important. Plus, there are themes about growing up and education, about the survival of being a physically deformed person. That is also important. So, whatever I had mentioned in the previous session that was related to your novel, just go through it once, so you will be able to easily understand that what is important and what is not. All right. Okay, guys. So Miss Sullivan had taken Helen by the hand across the fields where men were preparing the earth for the seed, to the banks of the Tennessee River. Sitting on the warm grass, she began the first lesson for Helen in the beneficence of nature. Guys, you are supposed to read the novel. It is really very important that you should read it. That way, you will be able to frame good answers for yourself. Okay? Helen learned how the sun and rain make the ground give life to trees that are not only pleasant to the sight but also good for food, how birds build their nest and thrive from land to land. Also, how every creature finds food and shelter. As Helen's knowledge of these things grew, so she was basically building her knowledge of nature, okay? And that is why she was actually going closer to Helen as well. Okay, she felt more and more the delight of the world. So now she started feeling delighted. She started feeling herself to be a part of this world. Okay, yes, Anurag, that is also right. Yes, we'll be dealing with the Anne Frank as well. Long before she learned to do a sum in arithmetic or describe the shape of the earth, Miss Sullivan had taught her to find the beauty in the fragrant woods. She linked her earliest thought with the nature and made her attuned to the beauty that abounds in the world. So basically, what exactly I've incorporated in the answer is that how she had helped him building a connection with the nature, how she helped her to actually feel that what nature is. Okay, guys, this novel is actually important. There'll be a choice that will be given in your board examination. So either you can go with one of the novels, as in that one of the novels must be perfectly set in your mind. It is not a good thing to leave any one of them. You should be well versed with both of them. But in case if you're short of time and you're not getting time for preparation well, for preparing well, in that case, one of the novels must be done perfectly by you. All right, guys. Very good, Pradeep, if you have studied both. Okay. So now we are moving ahead with the next question. And just go through the novel properly. Just try and read it if you can. All right. Okay. Question 7. What was Mr. Otto Frank's major contribution to the world? This is your N.A. Frank, right? The Diary of a Young Girl. So, who was Otto Frank? Come on, guys. Tell me. It's a very easy question. Come on, who was Otto Frank? Yes, guys? Okay, and what was the name of Anne Frank's mother? Come on, and her sister too. Tell me the name of her mother and sister. Whosoever haven't studied it, and if it's not given in your syllabus, as in if you have not done it in your school, then you can leave it, as in that if it has not been prescribed to you. But if a choice is given, then you should be well versed with one of them. Okay, Margaret was her sister. Deepa, very good. Yogesh saying Margaret Frank must be her sister. Good. Yes, good. Okay. Anushka, we are dealing with the previous year questions only. This was asked in 2015 set 1. Though I cannot cover all the questions that were related to your particular chapter or novel, but I've taken some which are quite important. Okay? All right. So, Otto Frank was Annie's father. He was truly a wise man and a loving father. This was easily conveyed in the novel. Annie used to feel much closer to her father than her mother, right? Annie turned to him for advice and he always found time for her. Annie had a distant relationship with her mother and so she turned to her father for solace. So, whenever she used to discuss something or whenever she had to tell anything, so it was always her father that she used to go. All right? 4. Otto Frank was only one of the 8 to survive the concentration camps. This is important. He arrived in Amsterdam on 3 June 1945 and stayed there until 1953. He recovered Annie's diary from Meep and fulfilled Annie's wish by publishing her diary. So it was his father. This is really important, that who is actually responsible for getting her diary published. All right? Annie's diary is one of the few accounts that describe the unimaginable horror of the Holocaust from a young person's perspective. Until his death, he continued to share his daughter's messages from the diary with people all over the world. The diary, which was published by Otto Frank, is considered to be the greatest contribution to the world, as it sheds light on the atrocities of the Nazi regime. Okay, guys, this is really important, that what exactly or who exactly is behind the publication of her diary that she used to write. She didn't write it as a kind of a novel. Rather, it is just a compilation of the diary entries that she used to write. Okay, Poonam, then you must go with the story of Helen Keller only, all right? Okay, guys, we are moving ahead with the next question. In case of your novel, just go through the session that we had done earlier. Video is available on the site. You can just check it. Okay, guys? Okay, Rumi, then whatever is being prescribed to you, you can actually go with that only. Here, the case is that some of the students or some of the schools have given choice between both of them. So in that case, we need to do both of them. But if you are prescribed or if you are given only one single novel, in that case, you should do that only. All right, guys. Now we are moving to the next question. And here I want the answers, guys. Come on. Read the extract, give an extract, and answer the question. This was asked in 2012, and this is from set 3. The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew. The furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into into that silent sea. A. How did the mariners enter the silent sea? First, a storm drove them there. Second, the breeze stopped blowing and the sails dropped. Third, the albatross took them there. Or the fourth one, the helmsman steered the ship. Yes, Shreya is absolutely correct. Okay, Deepa is saying due to storm they lost their control on boat due to storm. Okay. All right. So Amar is saying 1. Which one is correct, guys? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? You can answer me in this way. Come on. Which one is correct here? Is it 1, 2, 3 or 4? Okay, Yug is saying 2. Fenris is saying 2. Amar is saying 2. Sushant is saying 4. Pradeep is saying 1. Okay, I'm getting so many mixed answers. Let me tell you the correct answer. Here, the correct answer is your option number 2. That is the breeze stopped blowing and the sails dropped. And why did it happen? What had actually taken place? Can you please tell me the reason behind it, guys? How did it happen? Why was the sea silent? Okay, due to storm, they lost the control over their boat. They went north to south. Okay, Rajkumar. What about others, guys? Come on. Okay, Shreya is saying they killed the albatross. All right, Asta. Okay, Keshav is saying it. Very good, guys. Absolutely, the correct answer is that the albatross was shot. Good. Now the next, name the poem and the poet. Okay, poet is S.T. Coleridge. Okay, are you sure, Pradeep? Come on, guys. Name the poem and the poet. What exactly is the poem? The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is written by whom? S.T. Coleridge or P.B. Shelley? Okay, Yugi is saying 4, Ankit is saying 1, Mohammed is saying 1, the Rime of the Asian Mariner, Dinima is saying 1. Okay, guys, so here the correct answer is that it has been written by S.T. Coleridge. Okay, guys? This is important. Now, next, which poetic device is used in the above lines? Now, see the lines. Guys, figures of speech is very important from your examination point of view. You should be well versed with all kinds of figures of speech, that is metaphor, simile, alliteration, synecdoche, onomatopoeia. Okay, guys? Repetition. Okay, so everybody is saying 4. Personification. The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea. Come on. Okay, Anurag is saying alliteration. Gopi Krishna is saying simile. Okay, guys, here the correct answer is your alliteration. Just see the furrow followed free. Here you will see the, what is it? You will find F sound over here. It's not personification, guys. Just revise all your figures of speech knowledge. Okay, now the next question. Read the following extract and answer the questions that follow. It's those Ouija board fanatics. There was a time when we had nothing much to occupy us and used to haunt a little on the side purely for amusement, but not anymore. So is the speaker who is being addressed. Come on. This is very easy. What exactly is the answer, guys? Come on. This is from which chapter? Okay, Helen the ghost. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Who is being addressed, guys? Who is being addressed here? Okay, John Hillock. Good. Yes, Dinima, you are right. Absolutely correct. Good. Next, what is the speaker's complaint? What is the speaker's complaint? is that ghost of the writer's inspiration bureau were tired working all night communicating to people through the Ouija party, answering their silly questions. Okay, this is given in the very beginning of the chapter if you can locate properly. Yes, Helen said that word to hello. Good, good, good. Very good, guys. They call the ghost. Okay, that they are using Ouija board. John is a traitor. Yes, basically they were annoyed, as in the ghost was annoyed that they were busy with the people who used to communicate them all night. Okay, what is in a Ouija board? An Ouija board is a board on which are marked the letters of the alphabet. This is important. Okay, you should actually be aware of it. Answers to questions are spelled out by a pointer or glass held by the fingertips of the participants and are supposedly formed by spiritual forces. Guys, just be well versed this chapter with this chapter also. I hope that you guys have done it well. Yes, it's a board to contact with ghost. Good, that is good. Okay, which is used for communicating with spirits. Yeah, good, Rajkumar, that is good. Okay, now the last question of this session. Why had Michael and his father gone to the computer fair? What exactly is the name of the chapter? Fast, guys. What exactly is the name of this chapter? And who is the writer of this chapter? Guys, you can leave this chapter, or are you talking about living the class? There's a confusion. Okay, virtually true. Yes, Pradeep, good. Because his dad and he were crazy about computers. Yes, that's a right answer. Michael dad was crazy about computers. He had bought the latest computer which could do anything. That is paint, play music, create displays. He had also bought many latest Psycho Drive games and a virtually reality visor and glove. In fact, he was so obsessed that he couldn't resist buying the new gadgets and gizmos that came to the market. Paul Stewart. Okay, good guys. Really good. Okay, guys, so we are done with our today's session, and this was our last session. So I wish you all a very good luck for your examination. Just revise all your chapters in a very great manner. Literature part can be done very easily because this is something that you have already gone through. For your reading comprehension, just develop a habit of reading daily, and then just try and practice certain paragraphs or try and practice certain things that will help you to build your habit of reading properly, and you can locate the answers properly. All right, guys. And apart from that, for your writing section, just try and practice as much as you can. All right. And first of all, just try and communicate with your friends, with your parents, with your siblings properly, so that it will be in your habit that you can actually learn and create good sentences. And for your grammar section, I will again say just keep on speaking properly so that whosoever is coming across, if he or she will find a fault in your speaking skills, will correct you. And you can obviously ask the reason behind it. That will enhance your knowledge practically. Okay, guys? Okay, guys. All right. We'll be, as in, sorry, we are not meeting anymore. All the very best to all of you. Have a very great life ahead. Bye bye to all of you.